The thing about horror movies, the fear is fake, the screams are scripted, the blood is just corn syrup and food coloring.
Lights, camera,
But
action.
that day was not scripted. The dimly lit film set was built to resemble a decrepit, abandoned house. Dust floated lazily through the stale air, settling on rusted props and broken furniture. Crew members moved in the shadows, adjusting equipment, their voices hushed. Ava, the production assistant, walked through the set, clipboard in hand. Something felt off. The air was too still. The walls seemed to listen. The weight of unseen eyes pressed down on her. She paused by a sound technician,
Hey, Joe?
but he barely acknowledged her. A whisper, soft and just beneath the hum of the equipment, sent a chill down her spine. It didn't come from the radio, it came from behind her. She turned, scanning the room. No one was there. Just props, cameras, and shadows that stretched too far. The cameras rolled. The lead actor knelt beside a dummy corpse, ready for his scene. The flickering stage lights cast unnatural shapes along the cracked walls. Everything was routine, until it wasn't. The actor froze, his face drained of color, his lips trembled. Ava's stomach twisted as she stepped forward. The body beneath him wasn't rubber.
What the hell?
It wasn't a prop. The skin was waxy, marbled with unnatural shades of blue. The mouth was slightly open, as if frozen mid-scream. The eyes, glassy, unseeing, stared straight at her. A silence fell, a wrong kind of silence, the kind that swells just before something terrible happens. Her hand trembled as she reached out, brushing against the cold, clammy skin. The body shifted, just slightly. A breath? A twitch? No, impossible. Reality twisted. A set meant to stage horror had birthed something real, a lifeless body where none should be. And yet, the cameras kept rolling. The director's voice wavered through the radio. A low, uneasy static swallowed his words. Then came the flickering lights, the sound of distant footsteps, too many to belong to the present crew. The footage changed. The screens no longer showed the present set. No, what played was older, a different time, a different cast. Their faces were frozen in fear, mouths stretched in silent, eternal screams, their bodies unmoving, half submerged in the shadows. Ava's breath hitched. The images on screen flickered, glitching between past and present, and then she saw it. At the center of the frame stood the body, no longer lifeless, its lips curled into a slow, deliberate smile. The eyes, empty and void, locked onto hers. A shudder crawled up her spine. The screen crackled. A breath, not hers, was too close to her ear. Darkness swallowed the set. The last thing heard, soft, impossibly close, was a whisper.
Action.